you guys doing? Gary Morrell. Elizabeth Bathory. Okay, here we go. Deborah Toth. Oh yeah, I see a whole conversation already that was going. Okay, now let me go to the beginning. We're at the movies. Are you guys at movies? Are you going to see a Bond movie? Make sure it's not me starring in it. uh, hey guys, the boys are ready to eat. We've got some light rain that fell, very light, you don't feel it. So it's a beautiful day. Just look at it. Hey Diego, what do you think? You like this kind of weather? Nice and cool, eh? The tigers love this type of weather because there's no sun directly on them. They don't like the sun at all. Fluffy ears. Yeah, they've got, you know, when I first got Enzo, I didn't know what size a tiger becomes. So I tried to estimate, according to the ear, what size he's going to become. Because there was nowhere that I could go and see a tiger that is fully grown. So we were building, and we have that one place where he needs to go through, like a tunnel there on the other side. And we had it totally wrong. We did not think they were going to become this high. And I remember measuring the ear on Enzo and trying to estimate when the ear is bigger, the growth. I was trying to just get that ratio, and that could tell me how high they're going to get. And there was no way. And I remember when, I think it was, I can't remember the department, the head of that department who visited me, and they parked outside that gate and they said, "Do you have a tiger?" And I said, "Yeah, I do." And they said, "Can we see him?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, I'll go fetch him." And I went in the house and I got Enzo, put his little harness on and walked him out, and they went, "Yep, that's a tiger. That is a tiger. We see you have one. We thought it was a rumor, but now we are sure." And and I said, "Oh well, he's just going to become a little bigger than a big dog, I guess." And I said, no, sir. He's going to become much, much bigger than a big dog." And I did not have the experience of seeing a tiger in, what's that, 35 years. Because this is something that was just not possible to see for years and years and years. You could go to the zoo, but you are so far from the tigers. You are looking down on them 200 meters down on them. That's how far that's the closest you could get to one. So I was even fooled by how big he was going to get. I did not know that he was going to become this big. And yeah, what a surprise when he started growing and gaining a kilogram a day. It was something to get used to. So yeah, let's go get their food. That's just a little story of when the whole, how can I put it? After that, it took about a week, and the whole sidewalk of my house was parked full of cars. Guys, it was fire brigade, it was ambulance, it was the SPCA, it was nature conservation, it was the head of public safety. There was a lot of people who came here. And the guy walked in and I said, "Hey, nice to meet you." And he said straight out to me, it was just here, and he said, you know, there's a 99% chance we're going to take this tiger from you now. And I said, oh, okay, so it means I can keep him. He said, what do you mean? I said, there's a 1% chance that you can't take him. I'm standing with that 1%. And I said, do you want to see the tiger? And Enzo was over there sleeping on the couch. And the guy said, no, 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 I don't want to get close to this tiger. He was afraid of him. And I said, no, he's tame. You can touch him. He is living here in the house with us. And I told the guy, okay, no problem. For your safety, come into the kitchen. And he sat right here on that side of the table. I sat on this side. And he told me, you know, I had sleepless nights last night, knowing that I was going to have to come and take that tiger. And where I take him, he is not surviving a day. And I told the guy, well, don't worry, because I'm not going to let you take him. I'm going to keep him. And he said, and then he started relaxing. And he turned friendly to me. This is the guy who was sent to come and take the tiger from me. And he turned and he was my friend. And I told him, don't worry, I'm going to look after this tiger. And you don't need to take him. And he said he and his daughter were in tears the night before because they were going to have to come and take this tiger and dispose of him. That is how real life works, guys. People don't always know what real life is like. Real life is very different to what we see around us most of the time. So I was just a businessman who stood on my rights. And I was a tough negotiator. And that is why I did not let them take the tiger. And then they came to me and the guy said, okay, we're going to phone Nature Conservation and let them come through and check your place and give us some tips. And they came out, they saw the tiger, they saw this whole enclosure, and they told me, just clip the trees a little here and there. Layla, said, now that I think about it, I should have sent Layla with them. Maybe Layla should have gone there with them. Just joking, Enzo, no one goes. And they told me, or they asked me a question. They asked me a question of, what kind of an animal is this? And I had to give them an answer. Now guys, this is where you don't want to be sarcastic. This is where you want to give them the correct name. I told them, these are Bengal tiger. This is what it is, Bengal tiger. And he said, okay, thank you very much. Then we are not allowed to take him. And if I had said that it is a lion or a leopard, or I made some mistake, and this is a South African animal, they would have taken him right there and then. So I'm not a guy that come with all kinds of stories. I usually just stick with the facts, and that has always worked in my favor. So yeah, luckily I called it the right thing, because there's a lot of people that might try and think they're going to be funny and say something else, and then it is the wrong thing to say. So when you are dealing with people in that category, they are quite important in their job. You cannot mess around with them. You tell them the truth, you tell them what it is. It's going to help you in the long run. Don't try and be funny, because I've seen a lot of these videos on, you know, I've also been in that situation when I went to Texas, where I was on the floor in the airport and they had my hands behind my back and I just cooperated. I just said, no problem, what do you want to do? And we did everything they wanted to do, 2 minutes, and the guy was my best friend. You would never have said he just had me on the floor. So just cooperate. Just cooperate with the people and tell them what the story is. And you will get out on the other side without harm. But it's these people that wants to make life difficult for somebody whose job it is. They've got to do their job. You cannot expect them not to do their job. So, like Diego is doing his job now. Hey Diego. Hey, we got Matt Sherman. Thank you very much, Michael. I'm so sorry to hear about your mom. I hope you are doing well. Did she ever get to spend time with Enzo and Diego? Yes, absolutely, Matt. She was here from day one. You know, I had my mother in my life, my whole life. There was not a day that we were not in contact, you know. So, yeah, I'd say my mom is probably my soulmate. We had the opportunity to spend every day together. I lived with them for 25 years and then they lived with me for 25 years. I remember the first day I moved into this house and my mom phoned me and said, "Hey, can we come and live there?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, come on. You guys are welcome." And they came and they lived here with me. Yeah, so thank you very much. Yeah, I miss my mom already. I was sitting there inside her place earlier and it's so quiet. It's just gone, you know. That's the first thing that you feel, is that emptiness where somebody is now absent. It's not a nice feeling, guys. Hey, what are you doing? You're not trying to get into where the apex predators are living, are you? And your nail is now stuck. Come on, little dwergie. Diego, are you going to show us some action shots today, Diego? I can feel it. He feels like he wants to roar today, guys. That's what he wants to do. It's raining softly now. It's a kind of rain, you just hear it here and there, but you don't get wet from it. Yeah. Yeah, she was here all the time. You know, the other day when Enzo bit that hole in that door, my mom was a little... She phoned me and she said, "Michael, he's at the door again." That was the last thing that she experienced about the tigers. She got to see them being naughty and escaping into this camp that's right here on this side. And they were over here, lying there in front of the gate. But yeah, she got the whole experience. You know, I always tried not to show her room from the side because it's got just half a curtain like this. And look at that cat sitting there. But that was for her to have a perfect view of the tigers over here. So she had the perfect view all the time for, well, 25 years she had that view, and the tigers were there now for almost 15 years. So she had 15 years of watching the tigers, the peacocks, and all the animals sitting there by her. She had a wonderful life. Guys, she had a wonderful life. And she was happy. We were talking about it all the time, how happy she is. And she told me that when my dad passed away, she just wanted an extra 5 years. That's all. She just wanted an extra 5 years. And she got her 5 years. And guys, within the same week, Sharky, her dog, also passed away. I went in there and he was lying on the floor and he was bleeding out. And it's like his whole insides just ruptured. And I carried him out and he passed away. And I buried him. And I was convinced she came to fetch him, because that was our biggest problem that we had after my mom passed away. Is what about Sharky? Because I take the animals' feelings very serious, very, very serious. And I could not sleep thinking about Sharky. And I remember the previous times when my mom was in the hospital, Sharky would be very upset, but I told him she's coming back. But this time I had to tell him she's not coming back. And I could see how difficult it was for him to accept that, because obviously there was more waterworks going this time than the previous time. And he understood and he gave up. And she came to fetch him. So I'm totally convinced about that. Diego, oh come on. Would you like some ice cream with that? But yeah, my mom had a great life. I think she had a great life. I'm very happy to have had her for all the time that I had her. Obviously, I would have liked to have had her for longer, but I think there comes a day when it is enough, when you have to let go. You have to give everybody the opportunity also to pass away, because life can become too much. And she's had enough, I think. There was always some problems, but there was always solutions. It's always the South African problems that we've had, and sometimes it's just enough. I don't want to go too far into that, but she was able to live a long, happy life with people who loved her. And yeah, it was... I'm still getting used to the fact that she's not here anymore. Whenever I stop here, you know, and I want to quickly walk in there to her side, then I remember there's nobody there. Not even Sharky is there anymore. That's a total change that happened now. Enzo, now I have to stand in the rain and you're standing under the deck. You're the apex predator, supposed to be tough. Let me just get the internet out of the rain. It's full of water already. Yeah, let's just keep this thing working at least. Sorry guys. We'll wait for the rain to go away and then we'll just get there. Cream! You guys are getting cream today. Yeah. Let me just carry on here. Thanks, Matt. Thank you very much. Michael, you do create awesome stories. Yeah, that was something that you don't usually get to experience in your life, you know, when all the authorities pitch up at your house and you're the guy standing with a tiger in your arms. And you don't want to hand him over, you want to keep him. And I'm just saying, can I keep him? Yeah, that was funny, but the guy was so sincere. Guys, and I saw he became a human being. He understood how serious thing it is to take such an animal away from someone. He understood it, and I'm so happy for him. I will always be grateful for him. He was the right person to come and do the inspection. Let me just, I've taken some time now. Quentin Stoughton, thank you very much, Quentin. Is jy Afrikaans, Quentin? Ek sien jy's hier so met ZAR, so jy moet seker van Suid-Afrika wees. Baie dankie, hoor. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of stories that I can tell. Guys, my life has been busy. I've got so much experience. I think I've got 10 times the experience that a usual human being gets. At least 10 times the amount that I have gone through. I once calculated a few things that is normal for people to go through. And I could fit everything that people went through their life in 1 year of mine. So I've been in many situations where things could have gone wrong, but I've learned that if I just stay honest, I can always answer any question that is asked. And that has always been my main thing that I tell people. Be absolutely honest. Do not make any stories up. Even if it sounds ridiculous, if it is what it is, that's what it is. Yeah, she didn't want to leave me, but I had the opportunity to say goodbye to her in the hospital. And when I saw her fingers being blue and her lips, I think also her eyelids, I saw blue in it. And then I knew that it was too much. And her leg was already, well, it was dead. It took too much time. She wasn't at the right place at the right time. And her leg was poisoning her body. And I ran out. Guys, I phoned my mom 10 times that day and no one answered the phone. I did not know where she was. And the 11th time, the doctor picked the phone up and he said, "Who is this and where are you?" I said, "I'm Michael. I'm her son and I'm just down the road from the hospital." And he said, "Come here now." Guys, 5 minutes I was there. And I signed the papers for them to amputate her leg. And then I thought about it and I went to her and I said, "Mom, this is a big thing." And there were two other people with amputated legs right there, and I saw them and I told her, "If it's better to rather go, then go. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Don't worry about any of us. We will be fine. But living without a leg, I don't know if she's going to be okay with that." But I signed the papers, but I said my goodbyes to her there. And I asked her, and I told her, "We have said everything that there is to say. There is nothing left to say between us anymore. We have spent all our time together. It was great. We do not need to spend more time together. Are you happy?" And she said, "Yes, I am happy." And I said, "I'll see you on the other side, Mom. I love you." And that was the end. Yeah. I'm very, very happy how it happened, that I was able to be there and talk to her that last time. I'm very happy about it. And I'm very happy about the time that I've spent with her throughout my years. You know, guys, I was primary school, first day of school, first year of school. I was a 6-year-old boy. And then I would forget my lunchbox at the house. And we'd climb the bus and we'd go. And those days we still had public transport for the children that goes to school. We had all kinds of public transport. It was a first world country. And I'll get to school and I would see I forgot my lunchbox. And then before its break, my mom would pitch up by the school, walk into the classroom and bring me my lunchbox. She would not let me go without that lunch for a day. She was just not going to let that happen. And then I would open it up and all the crusts have been cut off because I didn't like the crusts. So she cut them all off for me. So that's how I remember my mother. She was absolutely there for me all the time, my whole life through. So yeah, I've just got good memories from my mom. Ja. Quentin, dankie. Nog 14. Dankie jong. Ja. Dan 'n dog Sharky. Yeah. No, I feel that I lost a lot. I've lost a lot in my mother when she passed away. But like I say, I had the opportunity to spend all those years, 51 years, guys, I spent with her every day. And that's just amazing. I cannot ask for anything more than that. Marina and Sharky walking heaven's fields with all the others. Peace at last. Thank you, Denise. Hey guys, you stop tearing up my eyes here. Who's cutting onions here? We've got ninjas cutting onions around here. I'm not going to be able to read all these small letters if my eyes are not just normal dryness. Yeah, it's. And my dad also. I had a great dad. I followed his example, and he was just as humble, and he had love for animals, exactly like I got it from my dad. He was also an amazing dad. Dankie, Quentin. Yeah. Enzo, you guys ate now. Are you guys ready for cream? Trying to get through the comments. Sorry if I miss your comments, guys. Yeah. Roger, just a condolence. Yeah, no, it's funny how life is, you know, when you look at this tiger and you see the machine behind him and you see the design and you see the little dog and Benny and yourself. You look in the mirror, you see yourself, and you realize the technology that exists. You know, we think that a mobile phone is technology, and we think that a car or a plane is technology. But then we realize that's not even close to the technology that we have. This is a body that can be occupied by a soul and used with perfect vision, hearing, and everything, transmitting directly to the soul of this animal. And all that data gets stored in that soul. And when the body gets old, Diego, and it gets distorted and old and it falls apart, then all those memories and stuff stays in that soul. So it's amazing. Yeah. Let's see. He's listening now. He's hearing someone on the other side of that wall talking. Hey Enzo, let's go get your cream. Let's go get it. Just quickly get the internet here. Yeah. Now, I'm very happy also with the life that I have had so far. I feel that even if I should pass away now, I've lived enough. I have had a great experience. And yeah, that makes a big difference when you feel like that. I guess it's stoicism. That's when you are absolutely satisfied and you are content. So I guess that is the ultimate aiming point for anyone. If you can reach that level and you feel, I am happy with what I have done in my life. I can die now. I'm okay with it. I'm happy. That's a point that everybody should aim for. And okay, we're going to do it over here. Yeah, we're going to do it over here. But I can't go yet because I've got tigers to feed cream. I've still got a lot of cream to feed these boys. Can't stop now. There you go, Enzo. Oh, they love this. Guys, this experience, this is what makes life worth living. People don't always understand what there is to make life worth living. Some people think they must get a lot of money. Others think they must just own a lot of properties or things. But if you can give a tiger cream, and the dogs, don't forget them. Oh, there you go. It really makes you feel like you have just spent time well. Enzo, you better watch. He's going to eat it all. You know him. Dankie, Quentin. That's how you say thank you in Afrikaans, guys. You say buy a donkey. It literally sounds like you're saying buy a donkey. So it's buy a donkey. This language that we speak, it's funny. I got a clip, my brother sent me a clip today of my mother speaking. I've got a whole tablet full of her messages and I can listen to her voice. Now give this little one also a bit. Gee whiz, you guys can't just eat it all. He might look like the cats, but he's tiny. The dogs get him every time and eats all his cream. But yeah, I've got a lot of messages that my mom sent to me, to my brother, to everyone. Guys, and my mom had always just the nicest things to say. She would never say anything bad about anybody. That's just how she was. Are you licking his foot, Diego? Here we go. Almost finished. There is the sound now. It's finished. Yeah, they love this. That's it. It's finished. Okay, there's no more. I can maybe squeeze it. I've got still a grip on me, so look at this. Hey, kitty cat, you better get away from there. Are you happy? Little kitty cat. Come on, dwergie. Now that was money well spent. No, don't do that. You always do that. That's where I trust Diego a little bit more. But Enzo won't bite me. But yeah, you don't want to get bitten by a tiger. Believe me, guys, it's not something to want to experience. Even without teeth, they will break your bones. That's how strong they are. Look at your eyes. Look how big your eyes are. It's got the most beautiful eyes. Dwergie, you've also got round pupils. Now, yeah, Dwergie's got round pupils. Let's see that. Let's see that. I want to see. Yeah, look at that. You've got round pupils now. Yeah. Ah, guys, we're all just living a life. We're all just trying to experience as much as we can and be as happy as we can. That's everybody's goal in this world. So we have to allow each other to just be happy. So yeah, that's, I guess, the meaning of life is to experience this world and be happy doing it. I mean, it's the simplest explanation, but it is the most important piece of information. Everybody questions, what is the meaning of life? It's to experience this wonderful place. That is, if we make it a wonderful place. Yeah. Let's see. They grow so much. Majestic big cats. Marina taught me to appreciate now. Yeah, Deborah, you had a good relationship with my mom. Yeah. I'm glad. I wish I could have let everybody meet her in person. Because, guys, she was nice. She was always so nice. She would never say something rude or nothing. She would always just be so polite and happy. Yeah. My mom, to meet my mom. Oh, thank you, Justin. Do you have girlfriend now? No, I don't. Ich habe keine girlfriend. Je n'ai pas un petit ami. Ek het nie 'n girlfriend nie. I do not have a girlfriend. They are answered you in, what's that? 4 languages. We have special relationship with Mama J. I loved her from the beginning. She was full of love. We always saw her on the lives. Yeah. I would stand there on top and then I'll look down and I'll look through that window of her right onto her tablet where she could see me on her tablet while I was around with this. If I walked to the other side, she would not have internet and then she cannot watch that part of the live. But then she would go and she would watch it later again. And then sometimes I will go there and she would say, hey, I just watched 5 more videos of yours today. And she loved watching my videos. So, Diego. Yeah, I'm gonna miss her. I always knew it was gonna happen. At some point it has to. But when it happens, you're not ready for it. There's no such thing as being ready for it. And I tried to be ready for it. So, oh, come on, Benny, it's not that bad. And it was a wonderful, always remembered. Yeah. Yeah, Enzo will be turning 15 within the next month. And Diego will be turning 12 this coming December. So he's 11 years old. Enzo is 14, just about 15 years old. Don't tell anyone if you have a girlfriend, Michael. Yes, no, it causes problems. Elizabeth, yeah, I guess. But I'm an open book. I've learned in my life that I need to be an open book. It helps. Look at this. Look at this. Enzo is Do you like a little kitty? Dainty wants to bite you. If you can get that cream from his head, Diego, this little kitten was right there in his face. Yeah, this is another thing, guys. Diego's got more mercy than Enzo, that I've learned. I know everybody thinks Diego is the vicious one by the way he eats, but I have learned Diego has got more compassion in him than Enzo. So, yeah, they are really something else. You really have to study them very, very well before you can give any kind of an opinion. Because obviously, you would like your opinion to be as accurate as possible. So, yeah. Show us your teeth, Diego. Oh, beautiful teeth. Wow. Are those real ones, Diego? Guys, if you look at him from close up and you see the detail in his mouth, then you can't help thinking, is this real? Is this a fake tiger? Look at everything being absolutely perfect. And then you just realize, yeah, because the fake one would not be that beautiful. It will just not do it justice. So in French, je n'ai pas un petit ami. Je suis célibate. J'ai parlé pour le français. Je pensais que je suis la seule personne dans Afrique du Sud qui parle le français. Je ne connais une autre personne ici dans Afrique du Sud qui parle le français. Peut-être j'ai pour faire un spectacle en direct dans français quelques jours. Yeah, can you believe it? That I can speak French. Now, where would I learn that? It's the furthest language from Afrikaans that you can get. I have to say, guys, if you are Afrikaans, don't try and speak French. It makes it 10 times more difficult. Just don't even go there. If you're Spanish or Italian, or you can do it, no problem. Even if you're English. But if you're Afrikaans, don't attempt it. It takes a lot. Let me see. We will all miss her, Michael. Yeah, they are amazing. Can you believe it? When I see her again, I will give her the biggest hug, longest hug ever. Yeah. And as they say, that is what makes us appreciate life, guys. If we didn't pass away eventually, then it would be just a long life sentence. But since we do, we can actually put value to every single day that we have. Look at that naughty face of Diego. They're gonna run now. Guys, when they play, the earth moves. You can feel how they run. And now they feel good, but it always ends in Enzo's shoulder bleeding again. So I don't want them to get too happy. I can hear them blowing up some steam there. Come Enzo, come Diego. I don't fight like they do. They wait for the first one to take a shot. I don't do that. If I realize I'm in a fight, I take the first shot. That's it. I don't wait for someone to take the first shot. But I guess they're just playing then. That must be the difference between fighting and playing. Look at them walking around those trees. Run, Enzo! Run! Oh, he's lying on his back. You got 1 point, Diego. And there he goes. Going around to 1400 meter mark now. Yeah. We always used to have a fake, what's it called, horse racing event. And then you, like the commentary goes, it's always funny. You can do that with the tigers, it's quite funny. Hey, come on, you guys are making a noise. And he's gonna get him. No, he saw him. No point, Enzo. But it was close. It was close. Look at this, look at this. I've never seen him walk backwards like this. He's not taking his eyes off from Diego. Diego, no. Don't do this. I'm warning you guys. Hey, Diego. 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 This is how it always goes. I know it. Diego, he's gonna bite you. Come on. Diego. Now the whole neighborhood is awake. And there he goes. And there Enzo goes as well. You'd think they'd stop now, but no. It's a game. Okay, back to the same thing. You guys better stop now. Don't make me turn this car around. Okay, who wants cream? Who wants cream? Let's get their attention away. Hey, Diego. I'll just throw this cream. Diego. Just give him a minute. You shouldn't threaten him like that, Diego. Yeah, that's the only way I can get you to get your attention away from everything. And it works every time. Are you actually a friendly little tiger? Is that what you are? A friendly little tiger? Guys, they've got a different method of doing things. They've got a method of just being tough. And it's a different kind of tough. You cannot compare that to a human being. So don't for 1 second think that you can go and roll around with them. I know you see some pictures and stuff of tigers or lions with humans. It's staged. And there's certain times when they can do it. There's certain times when they can't. Don't for 1 minute think that you can just walk in by the tigers and all will be good. That's why we have these. They fit exactly into what we need when we want to cuddle with tigers. Then we've got the little ones, but they are a little stronger than you might think. Never underestimate them. Now you're also checking it out. Diego said, next time give me the pool net and I will stop immediately. Yeah, he loves that pool net. He's so happy when he runs in here and he finds something that I left behind. He just loves that so much. He can play with it for minutes. Dainty, you still got that cream on your head. Just put this bucket down. Now it's quiet, stable air mass here by us, not a wind blowing. Nice and cool. Yep, daring Dainty. He enjoys this. Dainty, come here. Let me get that cream from your head. Come on. Come here. Come here. Here it is. Here it is. Come and lick it off here. Are you climbing? Are you going to go to bed, Diego? Yeah, he's going to go to bed. He's done now. Enzo, are you done? You had enough? Your shoulder, yeah, it's bleeding. Because he gets him every time on that spot. Oh well, at least they get along great. They've never had a real fight where they had actual blood that I could see on the floor. I've never seen any amount of blood just there on the floor. Never. So they are extremely tough. They can handle the bites. That just goes to show, look at that. Now Enzo is stalking him from that side again. But yeah, he's got a whole suit of armor around him. That skin just moves. It slides around. When you try and move a tiger that's lying down on your bed and he's 200 kilograms, like 400 pounds, and you try and move him, you can push him around, but he rolls straight back in that skin. You have to pick him up. And I think some cats fighting somewhere. Oh, that guy with the plane is just making a lot of noise. You'd think that they could, in the technology that we have today, they could take that 1965 plane and just fit an exhaust system on it. I mean, they can make it out of the lightest material possible. But no, it's better to just make a noise. Man, I had been watching that tiger since I was a little kid. Multi-moose. Yeah, Enzo's 15 already, eh? So if you were 15 years old, now you're 30 years old. It will happen eventually because Enzo is getting older. Yeah, Enzo has given, how can I say, he has submitted to Diego, but if there's food involved, Enzo takes it. Then Diego's got no chance. But Enzo doesn't want to go and really bite Diego. But when there's food involved, he might do that. So these are two different ball games. The one is where Enzo doesn't have anything to fight for, and the other one is now he's got something to fight for, and that's a totally different ball game. You guys settled now, Enzo? We've got peacocks over there on the big tamale also over there. They love sleeping on the big tamale, but I usually put it flat during the night in case there's a sudden storm that just burst out. Yeah, vegetarian cat is still alive. Now he's not a vegetarian anymore, but he has lost a lot of weight. He is very thin, but he's happy. And he's not that calm anymore. He's become a little wilder. So he had a total character change. But he doesn't care now. Now he eats meat. But he wouldn't taste it even when he was, well, 5 years old. There was no way he was going to eat it. Yeah. I've got a lot of cats here. I've probably, well, I did treat them for parasites this week. I'm not done yet, and I have treated 25 cats already. So I've probably got about 30 cats, and I don't know how many dogs. I'll have to count. And I don't know how many ducks and peacock and all kinds of things, guinea pigs and all. I don't like to count them, but it was just when you have to give each of them medication and you buy the medication, then you want to buy the right amount of medication. So you start giving them a quarter of the pill that they should get for deworming, and then you see, okay, I don't have enough, I must go pick up another 3 pills, and then you pick up another 4 or 5, and then you say, okay, I need to pick up another 5. That's the way it goes. Yeah, now they've had enough. They're going to be happy now. See, true tigers like Mike Tyson? I think they should, because Mike Tyson has now got a very pleasant uh, personality. I think they will pick that up. Yeah. Did you guys see that interview that Mike Tyson gave where the authorities phoned him and said, well, you spoke to this one guy, how? And he said, no, I'm sorry, did I do something wrong when I spoke to him or anything? He was very polite. And they said, no, it just turns out he was a serial killer and he killed about 10 people, and you're the only one he didn't kill. And it was because Mike Tyson was nice to him. So it goes a long way when you're nice. Yeah, maybe it was on purpose and he just wanted to lose some weight. I don't know. He's very in shape. He's doing very well, vegetarian cat. But he's got a thing with his teeth. Uh, I'm a little. He eats, but I can see it's like his teeth is hooking on one another. So I got to get that checked out. I'm just worried that it could end up worse if we get it treated, because it's been like that for a while. Um, but if I can just get him caught, I would like to take him in to get him checked out. Usually you get an opportunity to take a cat or a dog in to the vet, and then while we're in there, just check this and that and clip the toenails, and you do all those things. Like Sharky, when he was lying down there, it was the first time that I could have clipped his toenails ever if I wanted to. So sometimes that moment arrives while we always used to talk about the Porsche 911s, and we used to talk about when you're opening up the motor and you're going to fix it up. While you're in there, get this done. And while you're in there, get that done. So that's where that comes from. Could you pet him or would he hurt you? Yeah, he'll hurt you. I can pet them through the fence. It's okay. I can touch them and I can give them a nice scratch. But I don't want to go in there anymore. They hurt you really bad. Enzo, that is strong. You could just step on your toe and you'll break your foot. So they demand a different kind of respect. It's the kind that you've got no choice. Yeah. Well, guys, that's it. Sun is going down. It's all peaceful here except for that plane coming over here every now and then. I'm very lucky with the bigger planes. They enter the sky over here. It's called the CTR. They come from Europe, entering over here at my house, but then they're at 10,000 feet. So we don't even hear them. But then they make a turn around here and they land 25 kilometers west on runway 11. And that's pointing north. So just 1 degree off from north, I guess. That's why it's runway 11. It's 1 degree off. That's what you call a runway. You call it according to the angle that you approach it to land at. And there it is a loud thing. It's called Boksburg. The planes come over Boksburg and you can't speak to one another. So when they enter the airspace, they're high here by my house. But then there's a lot of space between us and that plane. So the small little vomit comets get to fly in that airspace. They're not allowed to go over 10,000 feet or maybe even less. But yeah, that's just the way it works. Well, guys, I'm going to be saying goodbye. Thank you very much. I always enjoy the lives. So let me go get ready for the night. Make sure all the animals are tucked in. Tell them a story. Thank you for live and story, Michael. It's a pleasure. All right, goodbye everybody. I'll see you guys pretty soon. I'm going to try to do some more videos again this week. I need to get back into it. It was a difficult week and a half now, but I will be back doing what I do. So I'll see you guys pretty soon. All right, thanks a lot. Have a great day. What kind of business are you in now? No, only YouTube. That's all I do. No, there's no business opportunities here in South Africa, guys. You're going to have to put a lot in to get a little out. And it's not worth taking a chance. Sorry about your mouth. Thank you very much, Fix It All. Alright, guys. Thanks a lot. I'll see you pretty soon. Have a great day. And take care. Cheers. Bye.